Son of a gun. And welcome to the movie Madhouse. I'm Rob.
I'm Jason.
And we're Jamesless.
We're Jamesless. It's weird.
I know.
It's weird. And it's also weird because not that I want to make a big deal out of it, but I'm sober right now.
Right? How many days?
5.
See?
From smoking it on the regular, just, slows you down too much. So
And that's
time to make some changes.
And that's the one thing I was asking is, do you really feel it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's better now. But Saturday was day 3, and that was rough.
Well, let me ask you another question then. Kind of like what we were talking about, where I tend to overeat.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because I'm in a situation where I'm bored.
Same thing.
Do you miss it from the addiction or from the habit?
I can't quite say there, but I can see your analogy with the food. It is the same kind of thing. It is the same thing. I was doing it more out of boredom.
So as long as you're focused on something,
and I'm still struggling to get to that point now and get myself active again, but I'm getting better. So
it's hard to stay active all the time.
Well, yeah, but it's also just, I don't know. It's just, I needed to make some changes, and here I'm getting through it. So
well done, sir.
So Wednesday was the last I'd smoked. Thursday was day 1. Wasn't feeling too bad yet, still kind of, under it probably a little bit. So I'm going to get right into it. We had that big storm.
Okay.
I watched Spider-Man that night. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse finally. I didn't go see it in the theater, and I am kicking myself.
We will come back to.
We'll come back to that. I finished that at 11 o'clock, and like 5 minutes later, the power went out. I knew the storm was going on outside, but I live in a basement. I didn't really know how bad it was. So I go up and check. I can't see outside the carport.
Oh, dang.
And we had flooding a couple years ago because of a bad storm. And if the road drain gets plugged, we risk getting back up, and it floods into our basement. So with the worst of it past,
I see where this is going.
11:30, quarter to 12, I run out there in my sandals and shorts, and I am halfway up my calf deep in the middle of the street.
Wow.
Our street is slanted, like all the houses are raised a bit.
Yeah.
So it's a slope going up to the sidewalk. It was almost up to the sidewalk.
Holy snap.
I know where the drain is that I need to clear, and there's one on either side of the street. I start clearing ours. I can't even see it. I know where it is. So I got a broom, and I'm trying to clear it out and whatnot, struggling. I go to the other side, try and clear that side. Well, the guy from that side comes out. He's working on that drain. I go back to my side. I end up sitting on the curb, and it's up to here on me, up almost to my hip, while I'm sitting on the curb with my bare hands, just flinging leaves behind me, clearing that drain so it would go down. I was there for a good 20 minutes plus. My legs, my quads, and my hamstrings are still hurting today.
No doubt, because you're not only the exercise, but it's in water, which gives you more resistance.
Yep. But as my brother-in-law pointed out, because that night I'd posted on Facebook, I didn't know what I wanted to watch. Option 1, do I watch something I know I'm going to like something old rewatch I know I'm going to like, something new that I know I'm going to like, or I can't remember what the third option was. But it
doesn't matter, you didn't pick it.
No, I ended up watching Spider-Man, something new that I knew I was going to like. But my brother-in-law later posted option 4, you become a hero like Spider-Man. Because we did not get any flooding.
That's perfect.
I fought it. I'm sure we were probably close.
Well, if it's up to the sidewalk like that,
it was crazy. Now, our house was still much higher than that, but the basement's below that now. You know? So yeah, it was scary a little bit, but I was energized by Spider-Man.
Want to hear my storm story?
Yes.
About 10 o'clock, I was kind of like whooped. So I thought, you know what? I'm just going to relax. I'm going to watch a movie. So literally, I got on that couch and I was watching a movie, and I fell asleep. And I woke up at 3 o'clock.
You slept the whole damn thing.
And I looked at my phone, and there's a text from my son going, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, that's a weird text. Why would he send me that? And I went outside to look, and there's, it's raining, and I'm going, oh, there must have been a storm. So I got on the radar, and I see this huge mass just moving away from the Chatham area. It's like, what did I miss?
You didn't hear the tornado warning?
Nothing.
Wow.
I zonked right out and
Well,
I slept through the whole
so
thing.
did my daughter. My daughter and son-in-law, they slept through it completely, and they're in a house, and they slept through it completely.
Man.
So, but lucky enough, we didn't have any serious damage to the house outside of, we lost some shingles and whatnot. They're already getting that worked out. The limb came down in the back, but didn't hit anything important, didn't break anything. So we got off lucky that way.
Dang.
Our neighbor next to us, a big limb came down, took out their hydro line. 2 houses down, a tree was totally uprooted and fell on the next house's truck. And that's light compared to some of the streets.
I did see that.
Yeah.
Like that morning, because when I got up, what woke me up is it was dead silent. And I woke up and I can't see because this room has no windows.
Yep.
So that's when I realized, oh, the power's out. And so I laid back down for a bit, got up about 6. And that's what I'm thinking, okay, this power's been out for a while. So I zipped over to 7-Eleven where I saw it was still had power, grabbed a couple bags of ice. And as I'm driving, I'm seeing these huge branches and trees, and it's like, dang.
Record books, man. It was a tornado warning, ended up being an EFO downburst or EF0 downburst.
And I slept through it.
You slept through it. Well, I was in it.
You were neck deep in it, buddy. You were in the shit.
Yes. My mom wasn't happy when I told her that I did that.
Of course not.
Because,
her baby could get hurt.
It was still lightning out, but nothing close to us.
Yeah.
So
what could happen? You knee deep in water.
Absolutely crazy storm, though. Crazy storm. Massive trees uprooted.
Oh, I know.
There's one big one around the corner from us on Selkirk.
That's the one I saw.
It took out a pole and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know the guy who lives in that house in front of it.
So. And that's why the North End had so much problem with power.
Yeah, we didn't get it. We were out for 15 hours. It went out at 11 and we got it back at 2 p.m. on Friday.
A lot of them were still out the second day.
Yeah. I think the last I saw on Facebook, it was 7:00 that night was like one of the last people I saw saying we finally got power.
Yep. Poor Strathroy. They had 11 people forever that had no power.
Really?
Yeah. It gets, because if you go on the Integris outage chart, you can actually tap on a district and it'll tell you how many people in that area don't have power.
Okay.
Strathroy had 11 and Erio had 146 forever.
Jeez. Well, that doesn't surprise you that, given what came through here, we got off lucky, honestly, with, there's a lot of damage, but I haven't heard of any major like fatalities or anything. Like, I don't think anything that bad.
No, just damage.
So, but it was crazy.
Okay. Well, speaking of living rooms, there was no segue to that. Here's a little game, and someone posted this on Facebook, so I totally ripped it off.
Okay.
And I would definitely give him credit, except I can't remember who I ripped it off from now. So this is, how many is there? There's like 13 famous living rooms.
I'm gonna be really good at this, I think.
Yeah. Let's see.
All right.
Here is our first living room. This is an easy one.
Yeah, that's the Brady Bunch.
That's right. Yeah. What gives it away?
First, for you. The decor, first off, it really sets it in a certain era.
Yeah.
But to me, it's the front double doors.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that 3-step up.
Not so much the 3-step, just that double door layout and having to step down to like come over to and come around. I remember that distinctly.
Yep. Okay. That was a gimme.
Okay.
Here's the next one.
Oh, that's Sanford and Son. Yes, that is Sanford and Son.
What gave it away to you?
That one just looks familiar, but it's the general look of it. It looks like it looks like a junk house kind of place.
To me, it's that stairs going upstairs, because people would always come down those stairs into a scene. Red Fox,
okay. It's been so long since I saw it that part. It's just the overall look of it. That says Sanford and Son.
Yep, but we know off to the right's the kitchen.
Yes,
and off to the left is the front door.
Yes, where the truck will be.
Exactly.
Lamont's all right, truck.
Next one.
Oh, that's Friends.
Yeah.
Even though I hate the show, I hate it. Crystal has started kind of not really watching it, but she's been putting it on randomly when she's flipping through.
Yeah.
I can't stand it.
How did you know it was Friends?
I've seen enough of it.
Right. What was the cue?
Oh, it's the way the couch with that round table right behind it and the blue kitchen.
See, it messed me up because I always expect it, because all the pictures are taken of the living room, kitchen, and front door.
Mhm.
but you can't see the front door in this picture. So I'm
No.
going, wait a minute, what
No,
apartment is
I've
that?
seen that angle enough and what she's forced upon me.
And I think the blue is the bathroom and the green is one of the bedrooms.
I don't know it that well.
I think
I know there's bedrooms would be
on the other
to the
on
right. Yes.
extreme right. That was Rachel's
Yes.
bedroom.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Jennifer
don't know it that
Aniston.
well enough.
Yes.
I know which one Rachel is. Oh, oh. Oh.
Oh, okay.
I might.
I forgot to write down the answers, but I'm almost confident on this one now. This is a 90s sitcom.
This is kind of a guess. Will and Grace?
No.
Not Will and Grace. Okay. Only other one that's coming to mind is Martin.
And that's the one.
It is Martin?
That's Martin.
Right.
Yep.
Got it on second try.
Yeah. This one stumped me a bit too, because I'd watched Martin, but not religiously. So I would see it in passing.
We watched it pretty hardcore when it first aired.
But I would never pay attention to it that deeply.
But it has a similar layout to Will and Grace, I think.
Probably because I don't remember Will and Grace.
Okay.
So
Will and Grace is one we watched fairly.
They're both equally non-rememberable.
Okay. All right.
Here's the next one.
Oh, that one's easy.
What gave it away?
That's Fresh Prince. It's the size of the room, the big French doors in the back, but that curving stairwell coming down to the behind the couch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I found with some of these. It's the staircase that really gives it away.
Yeah, because you're right. That is usually an entry point for some scenes and whatnot.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Now, in the Fresh Prince one, you also had the kitchen to the left and the front entrance to the right. So
yep, exactly. Oh, dang it.
Uh-oh. That one, I don't know.
Oh, I remember now. This was actually a show that was created as an offshoot of a skit on a variety show.
Mama's Family?
That's the one.
That's the Mama's Family set?
That's the Mama's Family kitchen.
Really?
What's her name? Not Vicki Lawrence.
Carol Burnett and Vicki Lawrence.
Right. But what was on the show? There was another main character.
Well, there was Mama, and then there was her son, Vern? No.
Fred Berry. I can't remember his character name.
Vinton?
Vince.
Vince or Vinton, or might have started with a V.
Oh, I think you're right. Dang it.
I see clips from Mama's Family and from the Carol Burnett show with that character quite often on YouTube, but I don't remember that set.
No,
that's not ringing a bell at all. No.
Okay. We'll come back to that because maybe I'm wrong. Like I said, I'm trying to remember now.
Okay. Oh, that's Golden Girls.
Right.
Yes, that's Golden Girls. It's the furniture. It's very Southern Florida. Very yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Because that's where they were.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh. Let me just right there. Yes, I love that show. And for some reason in my mind, I remember watching it with my dad. My dad said he never watched it.
Really?
But for some reason I have it in my mind that I watched it with my dad.
Well, it's not really a family sit down and watch show.
For some reason I had in my head that me and my dad watched it.
That was a blast.
But I loved Married with Children. My favorite episode is when they were trapped in the cabin. And all three women, their periods had synced up. And it was attracting all the animals outside. So Al comes up with the plan. He puts on the fishing coat and he's got all his fishing hooks on it, the coat of many hooks.
Yep.
And so if I see a bear, I'm going to lower my head in a threatening manner. Yeah.
Let him grab me.
That's one of my favorite episodes.
Okay.
Oh. I'm not. Oh, wait a minute.
It's the staircase.
That's Cosby Show.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes. Because his office is to the right past the stairs.
Exactly.
Yes. Took me a second. Been a while on that one too. So,
exactly.
But I grew up on that one.
Not something a lot of people revisit right now.
That one I rewatch randomly on CMT once in a while.
Really?
Yes.
What show would that
That's
be?
Three's Company.
What gave it away?
It's the door.
That
That
rounded
round top
door.
door, yes.
Yep.
And the flower, that rack of flowers right in the center of the windows, that to me it stands out.
What the heck? Why is he chirping in? He's supposed to be working.
Yeah, what the hell, James? Oh, there he goes.
Okay, back to work.
He was just he was checking up on us.
Yep. And that one was not All in the Family, the one before.
No.
Where did it go? Boom, 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 boom.
No,
Yeah,
that's definitely Cosby Show.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
Cosby Show. That's
it's also that random chair in the back corner.
Yeah, that pink one.
Yes. Nobody ever sat in it.
Nope. And it's by a table with a lamp.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay.
It's like a good chair for reading in, but never saw anybody doing it.
Exactly.
But yeah, the Three's Company. Full House?
That is Full House.
I just saw a thing from TikTok with John Stamos talking about how he almost got the Olsen twins fired in the first season or something.
No, he did.
He did get them fired.
I saw a video of him doing the interview. That's why I know I can say he did.
Okay.
Because the interviewer is Howard Stern.
Was it? Oh, yes, it was.
Yeah.
That's the clip I saw.
He goes, I heard you almost got them. He goes, I did get them fired. He goes, yeah, these kids are bratty. Get them away from me. And then they brought in 2 other ones. And he goes, these ones are worse. Bring back the Olsens.
They were only 11 months old at the time.
Yeah, right.
But that's why I can pick that one out, because I just saw the clip of them carrying the baby down.
Exactly. Yeah, Mike nailed it. Full House.
Yep.
Okay. Next one.
I didn't really watch this show, but that's 2.5 Men.
That is 2.5 Men.
The piano.
The piano
by the window.
And that big door into the kitchen.
Okay. To me, it's just the piano by the big bay window there. That's the only thing that stands out. I only watched a handful of episodes of that show.
Yep. I get forced 2.5 dads. Close enough. Or sorry,
Yep.
2.5 dads. Yes. I love that. We can make another show just called that. All right, and this is the last one I have.
Oh. Why did it take me so long? That's my favorite sitcom.
Right.
I rewatch Big Bang Theory constantly.
What gave it away?
Just the whole set. That's
couch and
chair.
Just
Big Bang Theory. I watch this show every day.
Yeah.
This is my white noise show, but it still makes me laugh every time.
But where is that one?
That's the Martin.
Large explosion guess. There we go. Where was it here? Not that one.
That was the Mama's Family. That's Golden Girls. That's Married with Children. That's Cosby's.
Wait a minute. It was before Cosby. It was this one.
Yeah, you said that's Mama's Family.
Because you're right. I'm thinking you're right. That is not.
It doesn't look right to me. Like the style of the furniture doesn't look right to me.
Is this Blossom?
Oh, I couldn't tell you. That's been way too long.
Yeah. Okay.
I honestly don't know on that one.
I'm gonna find out about that one. We'll come back to it.
Okay.
But
I did pretty good. I got all the other ones.
Oh, dang. Yeah. Nailed them.
I watched a lot of TV, man.
That's it. Family Matters.
That's the
Thank you, Mike.
Really?
Yes. Because I know when I was going through the pictures and I read the name. Nope, not that one. Nope, not that one. There it is.
That's Family Matters.
Yes.
Really? Again, way too long.
Yes. Thank you. Oh, it's Matt. I thought it said Mike. It's Matt. Matt nailed it.
Huh. Yeah, I've been way too long on that one too. I did not recognize.
Yep.
But I don't know when we dropped off on Family Matters, because I know we didn't watch that all the way to the end.
No.
You
weren't a diehard?
No, I don't think so. I remember seeing Stefan the first time, but I don't think we continued right to the end, because he got married in the end, didn't he? Didn't Urkel marry somebody?
Could have. I didn't stay to the end either.
And I remember he had a girlfriend that was a smart girl, like she was really smart.
Yep.
And I just remember her name was Myra Mutros Munghouse.
Wasn't it Amy Farrah Fowler?
No, that was Blossom.
Someone smart just like him. No, I know. I was.
Yeah, on Big Bang.
Come on, dude. Jokes. Horrible jokes.
You forgot to wave your comedy
That's
flag.
What it was.
You're forgetting the flag. No, I remember Urkel having a smart girlfriend, and her name was Myra Butros Munghouse. That name has stuck with me.
But yeah, they did it before Big Bang did it.
That's true.
Yep.
Yes, they did.
Yep.
The hyphenated name.
But I thought when I
Oh,
saw,
shit,
what happened?
I kicked the thing.
Oh,
I
you're
tried to put
good.
my foot down.
He
Yep.
married Laura, then went up in space in the last episode.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Okay.
I remember hearing him get married, but I don't remember going into space.
Now, this is a question that might seem weird, but really fits with Urkel. Was it on like a shuttle, or did somebody come and pick him up?
That's a good question.
Because I'm curious now.
That is a good question.
Yes.
So he did end up marrying the main character girl.
Of course. The love of his life.
All right. I don't know. Him and Myra seemed to be pretty thing when I last saw them. So
the way he was making coin on that show, he could pay off the writers.
True. Did you ever see the movie Big Fat Liar with Frankie Muniz?
Oh, where Paul Giamatti gets turned blue?
Yes.
Yes.
Because Jaleel White's in that. And he's like, God, I didn't wear those suspenders for nothing, dog.
Oh, it was a shuttle program. Okay.
Shuttle program. Okay. So he became an astronaut.
Not saying it was aliens, but it was aliens. Yeah, that's right. Exactly how you word it.
The shuttle got him into space. That was the pickup point.
That's right. Here, we're bringing it back to you. You broke them. You bought them. Oh, man. That show was fun, though.
Yes. Well, sitcoms back then, it's hard to find. Like when I try to poke in on some of the more recent sitcoms, they don't quite have it anymore.
Yeah.
They're missing something for me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You get the odd one like Big Bang. Big Bang was amazing.
Big Bang. I didn't even watch Big Bang in the first season. It was recommended to me. And so somebody gave me the DVD of the first season just as the second season was coming out.
Like, dude, look at that couch. How could you not?
I was watching it, not thinking Crystal wasn't getting into it. Crystal was half asleep. She ended up getting into it more than me. She's like, let's watch more.
Yep.
So we ended up powering through the first season, and then we were hooked ever since. And I love that show.
It was smart writing, and that's so rare
because they actually had people when it came to doing physics and whatnot. They had people to get, okay, that's close enough to real. We can let that go,
Yep.
And then
look at the cameos. To me, that's the sign of an amazing show when you pull off all these amazing cameos.
They did a lot in the last season, particularly, but yeah, they sprinkled a few in throughout. So, but that last season,
James Earl Jones and Carrie Fisher, who had never met on set before then.
Really?
Yeah, no, they had never during the whole filming. Let me see. Perfect Strangers, Family Matters were the favorite TGIF shows.
See, yeah, everybody forgets that Family Matters was a spinoff of Perfect Strangers, but Perfect Strangers I loved. Belky, come on. Belky and Cousin Larry.
Don't be ridiculous.
Yes.
Millennials can't afford their own places. They're just using the old sets.
That's probably it. That's why some of them look familiar. They probably did just repaint some old sets.
Right? Let me see. This one here, we could totally get away with, color in the walls, throw up some paintings.
Oh, it definitely needs a new couch.
Nobody. Well, yeah. Good God, look at that thing. That wasn't in fashion when the show came out. Okay.
Put it this way. If you're going to have a couch like that, it better be covered in plastic.
Exactly. With doilies.
With doilies.
Same with that couch.
80s, man. What do you expect? It was 80s.
There we go. Yeah, look at that. Let's judge their couches now. Look at that.
Well, no, okay, now you're into late 70s.
Right? Can't tell.
But Three's Company was ahead of its time.
What? Full House. Nobody gets a plaid couch.
But that's not too bad, though. That's it. That's better than the floral patterns and whatever.
Okay. Which one? That one?
This one. I would take that one.
This one?
Yes.
Okay. This one or this one?
Still going with Full House.
Oh, still going with Full House.
Still going with Full House.
Full House?
Yeah.
Or this one?
Still going with Full House. Oh, that one looks comfier. That one does look cushionier. If you change the pattern, I'd be all right with it.
Well, you look at the kids that are in this show. David Faustino, what's he done to that couch?
Well, yeah, okay. Yeah,
Christina Applegate, what's she done to that couch?
That I would like to know.
So there's pros and cons of everything. How about that?
That looks uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable?
The pattern's not bad. The pattern's nice, but that looks just the style of it looks uncomfortable to me.
Right? And Mike nailed it here too. Good Times had the iconic fold-out bed couch.
Yes.
That show was so fun.
There's I think they've only done 2. They call them live with a studio audience where they did reenactments of
what was it?
A famous All in the Family episode.
Recorded live before a studio audience. That's what they're called. Yes. And they had new people doing old roles.
Yes, they redid an old episode of
Facts of Life.
Good All in the Family was one,
Yep.
and I don't know what the other one was.
I think it's Facts of Life.
Was it Facts of Life?
Yes.
Yeah. I gotta see if they're online anywhere. See if I can find those.
Oh, I have a mission.
Because I would like to see. I think I'd like to see that.
I remember that because I remember it was Jimmy Kimmel that did it.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh.
Let me see here.
I just know they exist. I've never seen them. I don't think I've ever even seen clips from them. Neat concept though, because apparently they picked like for All in Family, they might have picked one of the most popular episodes or something. But again, you're talking when you go back to that era, sitcoms would like to surprise people with some dramatic moments. Remember, like Different Strokes had the Bicycle Man.
Yes.
But All in the Family, for me, it's the episode when a man attacks wife, Edith.
Yes.
Yeah, that episode.
Well, and that's the beauty of sitcoms back then. Like you look at MASH, it hit hard topics.
Yes.
But you laughed through the whole show.
I know I've seen multiple lists online and like watchmojo.com lists and whatnot of dramatic moments in sitcoms, and MASH is usually number one for the chicken scene. When they're hiding on a bus, it's in the last season when Alan Alda, what's his name again? Hawkeye.
Yeah.
He's recounting to a therapist what happened when he was on a bus with a bunch of Koreans and they were hiding from the military. Like they could get attacked and they were gonna get killed, and so they had to keep quiet. And a lady had a chicken in the back of the bus, and the chicken was making noise. And then finally quit it, and it wasn't a chicken.
That was the very last episode.
Was that the last episode?
That was the last episode.
Oh, I didn't realize it was the very last episode. But yeah, that whole story, it's chilling.
What did we say? It was Facts of Life and
All in the Family. I know one was All in the Family.
All in the Family. But on here it says they did Jimmy Kimmel to Revive live in front of a studio audience with Different Strokes and Facts of Life. It's 3. That's why, because they did All in the Family.
Okay, yeah.
And then they came back with these 2.
Okay.
Different Strokes, because Kevin Hart was Arnold.
Okay.
I remember that. And Facts of Life, because I can't remember. They were talking about the person that was going to play Mrs.
Garrett.
Yeah.
Yeah. Charlotte Rae was, an icon of that era.
Yeah, and it doesn't have any.
Yeah, when it came to like sitcom house moms, you had Charlotte Rae carrying over from Different Strokes to Facts of Life, and you had Nell Carter from Give Me a Break, and then she had a spinoff after called, I think, Nell's Place or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's a fascinating thing too, is spin-off shows, because they can become iconic in their own right.
Well, look at Family Matters. Family Matters, by all rights, surpassed Perfect Strangers.
Yep. There's another one that did that. It's been on 20 seasons, and nobody even seems to remember the parent show.
Which one?
NCIS.
Okay. What's that a spinoff of? CSI?
JAG.
Oh, okay. No idea.
Yep.
Those shows I never watched.
Yep.
So
there was 2 episodes of JAG where Mark Harmon and my God. Michael Weatherly, like I can picture him, the guy that played Bull, right?
Yep.
They were on there.
Okay.
And then they did an investigation and boom, NCIS came out.
Okay.
But like I said, nobody remembers NCIS. Matt said another one right here. The Jeffersons.
Spinoff from All in the Family.
Yep. And what was the other one? Maude with B. Arthur back in the day was a spinoff of All in the Family.
Really?
Yep.
I didn't know that one.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Cool.
This is what I mean. Like the spinoff thing is fascinating. If you start digging into them.
And All in the Family also had Archie Bunker's Place.
Yeah. I don't know if that was a spinoff as opposed to a new show.
It was,
it
was the same guy, wasn't he?
Oh yeah. It was Archie Bunker, but they canceled All in the Family and then brought this show out.
Okay. So not necessarily a spinoff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Usually when you think spinoff is the show's still going and then this one.
Yeah, but they use the same character name. So because that's not the actor's name, obviously that was Carol O'Connor.
Right.
So they're using the same name kind of confuses things, right?
Yeah, it was more of a continuation
Okay.
than a spin-off. Oh snap, I just have one in my head. But Matt said, yeah, obviously Maud, and he was going to say Gloria. And that was Gloria and Mike off in California.
Right.
And that's the thing too, with some spin-offs, they don't last. Like the Ropers.
Yeah.
One season, done.
Yeah.
You know?
And Two's a Crowd was another one.
Yep.
The other one. And then Happy Days had Laverne and Shirley, which was a monster hit.
Yep.
Mork and Mindy, which was a monster hit.
Yep.
Joni Loves Chachi failed.
Yeah.
That was a bomb.
Comparing to everything else, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that was the other one. Cheers was huge.
Yep. Frasier went on, I think he would have an even longer stretch.
Yeah.
And Frasier's possibly getting that whole reunion thing soon too.
Exactly.
And Frasier's one we didn't watch back in the day, but we fell in love with it in syndication.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
We've probably watched that whole series in rerun.
Yep. Don said, same house, not a spinoff. That's kind of what we were thinking. It's more of a continuation for Archie Bunker's Place, because literally it's still Archie and he's carrying on, but it's just him.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I don't remember much of it. So
it's hard to go with a show called All in the Family when it's one guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Matt says, do you guys like Charles in Charge? Yes.
I watched the hell out of it back in the day for sure.
That was a spinoff.
What it was?
I'm almost positive, and I'm trying to remember from what. I might be wrong. Maybe I'm spin off like crazy.
So. I don't think Charles in Charge was a spinoff.
Matt would know. He'll tell us in a second.
I don't think that was, but that show, I had a crush on Nicole Eggert on that.
Who didn't?
When she got older, of course.
When she went to Baywatch?
I actually there was a movie that she did with the Coreys. One of
License to Drive?
No, it was called Blown Away, but not about the same material like the Jeff Bridges one or whatever it was. It was, she was basically like a femme fatale. Like she would kill these guys. I can't remember exactly why, but the two Coreys were end up fighting over her, and she convinced one of them to like cut the other guy's brake lines or something. Like, but there's a hot and steamy scene in it and everything. So
that's interesting.
Pervy young Jason, he was all over that.
Right? It does at Happy Days. Yeah, that's what we were talking about, because it had wasn't there a Marita's or not Marita, Al's Place or something like that came off that as well with Pat Morita for one season?
I don't recall that.
I don't. Maybe
I don't remember that one at all.
I'm gonna find out, because I now have things in my head that probably aren't real.
Mandela effect.
Yes. Pat Morita. Because literally, if he did it, it's going to be in his IMDb.
IMDb, yeah.
IMDb. Yeah, here we go. Actor previously. Now, when was that was in the...
That would be 70s, maybe early 80s, but I think 70s.
What the heck happened here? Okay. No. Late 70s. Odd Couple. No. Oh, that's right. He was on MASH too.
Pat Morita?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
How many episodes? 2 episodes.
Only 2? Okay.
Yeah. He played one of the Korean soldiers in one. Mary Tyler Moore. That had a couple spin-offs too. Valerie and... Dang it. Oh, hang on. Yeah, here, Matt. Well, Archie and Stephanie carried over from All in the Family. That's right, the little girl. And they killed off Gene Stapleton's character, yeah. But Edith died during All in the Family. Like
did she?
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly how that played.
Yeah. Love Boat.
And who would have thunk that Meathead would go on to be one of our most beloved directors?
Right? Oh. I think I'm wrong on something. Matt said no.
Okay. What, Matt? Please specify.
Was I wrong about when she was killed off? I'm guessing that's what it was. Now we'll find out here in a second. Okay, here we go. Happy Days. Edith lives. Oh, okay. He's just in denial.
Edith lives. She lives on in my heart.
That's right. Okay, I'm gonna click on.
She is one of the most adorable characters in sitcom history, honestly. Because yeah, she may not have been the smartest person, but her heart was always there. She was killed off in Archie Bunker's place.
When did
Matt's got it right there.
Edith die?
She was killed
Okay,
off.
we can't trust Matt. He's in denial. He thinks she's still alive.
You're not a reliable source, Matt. Sorry.
Let me see. Oh, damn it. He's right. She died off camera on the season premiere of Archie Bunker's Place.
I'm now going to declare that Matt is now our official sitcom expert.
Yep.
So we will bow to his knowledge from now on.
You win, buddy. You got that one.
There's one sitcom that I don't know anybody who ever actually watched it, but yet it was around. And this is a more recent one, that Two Broke Girls at Dennings.
That's a spinoff?
It's not a spinoff, no. But it's one that I've been a little curious about, but I don't know anybody who's watched it.
Oh, I used to watch it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What little I saw of it, it made no sense to me. Like the jokes and all the characters were just, it was really weird. Really goofy characters.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was oddball. It was, Alf was an amazing show. I don't know if that's any spinoff, though.
No, that didn't have a spinoff. No.
Or was it a spinoff? No, it
wasn't.
No,
it was a standalone thing. And then somebody, I think, is trying to bring that back. Ryan Reynolds was connected to something with that.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'll watch it then.
Ryan Reynolds, I think his production company might be doing an Alf reboot or something.
Oh, okay. Okay. I pulled up a list of spinoffs because now I'm deep in this rabbit hole now.
Yep.
It's got one listed I don't consider a spinoff.
Okay.
It lists 24 Legacy as a spinoff of 24. That falls under that same thing like Archie Bunker, because literally some of the same people are in this show. Well, no, and you look at NCIS, they do that all the time.
So it's a spinoff. You just don't want to acknowledge it because you love 24 so much.
Okay, maybe it is. Yeah.
Now who's biased?
Right? Okay. I stand corrected twice. This is wow. Oh my God.
You're just getting shut down left and right.
They have the parent series, 60 minutes. Spinoff series, 60 minutes too.
That doesn't count.
I don't think that counts.
So you just add an extra hour to 60 minutes.
That's right.
Go away.
21 Jump Street had a spinoff.
It did? Oh, yeah, Booker.
Yep.
Yes, I do remember. I think I tried to watch that, and I didn't like it.
Apparently a lot of people didn't like it.
Pause for 1 second. It just, because the 60 minutes thing brought it to mind. All Elite Wrestling, AEW Wrestling, had a major pay-per-view on Sunday.
All in
London, Wembley Stadium, 81,000 tickets and everything. New record. But their pre-show is called 0 Hour.
Okay.
So the show started at the main show started at 1 o'clock our time. The pre-show 0 Hour should have started at 12, but technically it started at 11. So 0 Hour was 2 hours long. Change the name of it then.
Right. 0 Hour is wrong to begin with, but 0 Hour for 2 hours is even more wrong.
I thought that was funny when I saw that.
Because like literally 0 Hour is nothing, is no time. Okay, here we go. Alf did have apparently a spinoff, but
it did.
Okay, you guys be the judge because it says Alf and it says Alf the animated series or Alf Tales.
Yeah, I remember the animated series. Does that count as a spinoff? Did it reference the original show?
Yeah, or Alf's Hit Talk Show.
I don't know that one.
I don't remember that one at all. That was 2004.
Oh, I never heard of that.
I'm gonna be looking that up. Dang. Okay. So there you go, Don.
Shumway got his own talk show.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spinoffs from All in the Family.
Wow.
There's Maude, as Matt and I said.
Okay.
The Jeffersons.
Yep.
Archie Bunker's Place.
Yep.
Apparently, it's considered a spinoff here.
Yep.
Just saying.
Oh.
Gloria and 704 Hauser.
The hell is that?
Came out in 1994. I just had to do a quick search because I'd never heard of it. But apparently, it was a spinoff because it was a black family that moved into Archie's old house. But
Okay, so they built the whole show around the set.
I guess, yep.
Oh, it's not like they're going to walk in. Yes, Archie was maybe a questionable character. Maybe he was racist. Okay, yes. Different era. We're not going to judge.
Yep.
But what's your premise? They go into this guy's house and they find like Nazi memorabilia in the basement or something? Like what?
Maybe. Could happen. No one's ever watched it, so no one knows.
Yeah, I didn't even know it existed.
I didn't either, to be honest.
So does it count if we didn't even know it existed?
Andy Griffith's show had 2.5 spinoffs.
How do you have half a spinoff?
Because it had Gomer Pyle, USMC.
Yes.
And it had Mayberry, RFD.
I think I remember that.
Okay. But it also had Goober and the Trucker's Paradise, 1978 failed pilot. So it was filmed.
There's your half point.
Right.
Okay. A failed pilot.
Oh, Mike nailed it too. X-Files. They had the Lone Gunman.
I actually remember that.
Yeah.
Because I did check out the Lone Gunman after binge watching X-Files.
And that had some controversy because the very first episode came out in March of 2001. And it dealt with terrorists trying to fly a plane into, I think it was the Empire State Building or maybe the World Trade Center.
I do remember that controversy. Yes, I do remember that in the news.
How many spinoffs did Animaniacs have?
Animaniacs?
Yes. It's not a crazy amount, but it's enough.
Well, okay. Did they have multiple Pinky and the Brains? Because there's Pinky and the Brain and there's Pinky and the Brain in Elmira.
Okay, both of those are there. Pinky and the Brain, Pinky, Elmira, and the Brain.
Yeah.
And then 2 others.
There's 2 others?
Yep.
I'm not sure.
Hysteria.
Okay, I didn't know that
from
was a
1998 to 2000.
Didn't know that was a spinoff.
And Freakazoid from 1995 to 1997.
Also didn't know that was considered a spinoff.
Yeah, yes.
Thought both of those were their own standalone projects.
Bob Newhart. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. Okay, let me jump to the Bees.
Which Bob Newhart? Because he had a couple different Newhart shows.
Yeah, and that's what I'm wondering. Would they be considered? Bob Newhart's not even on this list.
The only Bob Newhart show I remember was the one where they had with Larry and my name's Larry and my brother Daryl, my other brother Daryl.
Yeah, they own the bed and breakfast kind of thing. Yeah,
that's the only Newhart show I know, but I know there was 1 or 2 before that.
There was one before. I remember he was a psychiatrist.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
I can remember that.
That was Mary Tyler Moore era.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. It was definitely earlier. Yes.
Remember BJ and the Bear?
Yeah, vaguely. Yes.
There was a spinoff.
There was?
There was a spinoff.
The bear got all Hollywood and went solo?
No, it was when the sheriff, the adventures or misadventures of Sheriff Lobo.
I remember that title. Maybe back then I knew it was a spinoff, but I nowadays would not have realized that was a spinoff of.
Mm-hmm. Big Bang had a spinoff.
Big Bang has a spinoff?
You're going to kick yourself if you don't remember this.
Hold on. I got that. Okay. We'll circle back. I'm going to think on that. Give me a minute on that because I should know this.
I'm not going to put you through that. It's called Young Sheldon.
Oh, duh. God damn it. I haven't really watched it. I think we tried watching the first couple of episodes and weren't able to get into it.
The first season's rough, but apparently it picks up amazing.
I've been catching some later episodes. Like recently I caught his brother has a baby, like he gets a girl pregnant when they're young, like they're coming out of high school or whatever. I caught the episode where they have the baby.
Dawn knew.
I would have got. I haven't really watched it, but I caught a part of this episode where his girlfriend's having the baby. Her parents, I thought was really cute because her parents are played by Nicole Sullivan and Will Sasso from Mad TV.
Mm-hmm.
Will Sasso I still see around all the time. I don't see Nicole Sullivan very often. So to see them together, I thought that's just a nice callback to Mad TV to me. I liked it. Made me smile.
Let's see. Holy snap. Beverly Hills 90210 had 5 spinoffs.
Holy shit. Melrose Place.
That's one.
That's the only one I know.
Models Inc.
Okay. Vaguely know the title. Didn't know that was a spinoff.
90210 from 2008 to 2013.
Okay.
The new Melrose Place from 2009 to 2010.
That counts.
and BH 90210 in 2019.
Oh, the failed remake.
Yep.
Yes, I remember hearing of that existed.
Yes. They have like Big Brother in here with spin-offs. Like, no, Big
That-
Brother Australia does.
No, that doesn't count as spin-offs. Those are, your transplant series. They're not spin-off. If they don't have any connection to the real series, you can't call them a spin-off.
Exactly.
There has to be something, and plus Big Brother, those are competition reality shows. There's no story to them to call them spin-offs.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Don said MASH had spin-offs. How many?
I think I only know of one that followed Potter. That's the only one that I know of.
Do you know what's weird? It's not listed here.
Really? Because I know there was a spinoff that
The
followed
Potters.
Potter. Yeah.
Oh. But yeah, he says the MD had a show, McLean Stevenson, and so he's had 3.
Okay.
Well, there's 3 listed. But again, okay, the Potters is missing. There was Trapper John MD from 79 to 86. But they say it's more a spinoff of the movie than the TV show.
Okay.
Then they have After MASH. Never heard of that, from 83 to 85.
That's the one with Potter, I think.
Is it?
I think that's the one with Potter.
After MASH, American sitcom. It's developed as a sequel to the series and takes place following. Oh, of course, I got to click on it. It has a little pop-up on Wikipedia.
Yes.
No.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's the one that follows Potter.
Colonel Sherman Potter.
Yes. Okay.
The 3 main characters, Potter, Klinger, and Father Mulcahy. That's why it was called After MASH. Okay. And then the last one was called Walter, Walter. I'll spell it like that. With Radar.
Okay.
But it says failed pilot. So another one of those.
That's it. So 2.5.
Yeah.
Another 2.5. Okay.
Yeah. Oh my God. Match Game has a spinoff.
That doesn't count as spinoffs. It's Match Game, and then they had Match Game PM or Match Game 76.
Family Feud is considered a spinoff of the Match Game.
What?
Yes.
That doesn't make sense.
Oh, would you consider Degrassi High as a spinoff of Degrassi Junior High?
As I understand it, they're not considered spinoffs. It's just the evolution of that series. That's how I've heard it worded.
See, Archie Bunker's Place to me is an evolution.
Yeah.
And they count it as a spinoff.
Yes. As I understand, that's how, from a hardcore Degrassi fan, that's what I was told. Okay, let me put it that way. Well, I got to stop hitting this thing.
Okay. Oh my God, this is messed up. Degrassi Junior High has one spinoff.
Okay.
Called Degrassi High.
Yes.
Degrassi High has one spinoff called Degrassi The Next Generation.
Okay.
Degrassi The Next Generation has one spinoff called Degrassi Next Class. Wouldn't all 3 of those just be a spinoff of Degrassi Junior High?
Degrassi Junior High, I believe, is a spinoff of The Kids of Degrassi Street.
Oh, wait. That's a...
Or is that a separate show?
I don't know.Ghijk. Oh, there is no Kids of Degrassi Street listed here.
I'm pretty sure that's a show, so I don't know where it fits. I was never a Degrassi fan, but my daughter, for some reason, has latched onto it over the years.
Matt says, yeah, continuation. Kenny just says, nope, gimmick infringement. That's what it is.
Pretty much.
Knight Rider had 3 spinoffs.
Knight Rider 2000.
Okay, well, I'm guessing that's Knight Rider 2008 to 2009, the one that failed.
No, yeah,
that's the remake.
No, that's the remake. No, there was a Knight Rider 2000. That might have been a TV movie. Might not count.
Yep.
Because all I can remember from that one is Michael was retired and he had Kit put into a 57 Chevy.
Let's pretend that doesn't exist.
Something like that.
This has Code of Vengeance that came out from 85 to 86.
Never heard of it.
What is that one about? Is the umbrella title for a series of American television programs produced under Universal. Wait a minute.
Are they fudging things?
Charles Taylor stars as David Dalton, a Vietnam veteran, has become a drifter traveling across the United States in a camper van with his only dog for company. Dalton gets involved in the personal lives of people he meets up. How does this have anything to do?
I've never heard of that. I don't understand how that would fit with Knight Rider.
Dalton character was created for All That Glitters, the backdoor pilot episode in the second season of Knight Rider. That's why it's a spinoff.
Wow.
Okay.
All right. It's a stretch.
So Code of Vengeance. Then they had Team Knight Rider in 97 to 98.
I vaguely remember that one because they had motorcycles and shit.
Yep. And then Knight Rider, the 2008.
Team Knight Rider to me was in that same era of the like Hercules and Xena and all those types of shows.
Yes,
and
Robert.
Baywatch.
Yes, it very much is. Yes, it is.
Sometimes, yeah.
Get your maps here. Beverly Hillbillies.
Beverly Hillbillies.
Let's take a look.
Did it have any spinoffs? Nothing coming to mind that I know of.
The LMN. No, they're not listed here. Green Acres. That wasn't a spinoff because it was in a completely separate universe.
Yes.
They just came out at the same time.
But now, what about Petticoat Junction? Was that connected to Green Acres at all in any way?
Okay.
Same era, but I'm not sure if they were connected, if their spinoff were connected anyway.
No, Robert just said Petticoat Junction.
Is that, Robert, is that a spinoff from Green
Let's
Acres? I kind of feel like it might be.
Green Acres is not listed here.
Don, we're not talking about
Petticoat junk.
We're not talking about your junk, all right?
Yep, Petticoat Junction. And Don's like, Petticoat junk. Exactly. But he thinks so. And I think I remember that too. Oh, wait a minute. I found the Kids at Degrassi Street.
You did?
It's got two spinoffs.
Okay.
Degrassi Junior High.
I was right.
And Degrassi Talks.
I hadn't heard of that one, but I was right when I said it.
I was right.
Yes. See, I didn't watch Degrassi back in the day, but I was very aware of it. Did not like it, but it came on right after You Can't Do That on Television on CBC back in the day. I would be watching that, and then as it would get done, Degrassi would come on.
Yep. I'm just kind of going through here and seeing if I can find a big chunk. Okay. They have NCIS listed here, and they list LA, New Orleans, and Hawaii as spinoffs.
Yeah.
But since it itself is a spinoff,
they all spin off from JAG, technically.
Right.
Yeah.
But I bet you any money, I'm going to look under J, and none of that will be listed.
Probably not.
Where is J?
Because that would be accurate, and you can't trust anything on the internet these days.
Oh, no, they did.
Oh.
But they have it weird because they have JAG has a spinoff of NCIS, and then there's 3 little bullet points.
Okay.
Los Angeles, New Orleans, and Hawaii. Okay.
And how many CSIs were there?
Oh.
Like 4 of them at least, I think.
There's the one I remember that I've never watched is CSI Cyber.
Yes, that was the last one I think that came out. There's CSI New York, CSI Miami, and then Cyber. Is there another one in there?
One more.
One more? I don't know what it would be. I don't know of any other CSIs.
Are you hacking webcams again for tonight's show? Maybe. It is called CSI Vegas.
Oh shit, yes.
From 2001 to present.
Yeah. It was like a reboot.
Yeah, it was kinda. It was the same old characters brought back.
Yeah.
Yeah, Robert says I have Fire Stick and NCS is there several times. Yeah, it is everywhere. Not to mention, it's got 20 seasons all on its own. You know, Mary Tyler Moore Show had 3 spinoffs.
3?
Rhoda, Phyllis, and Lou Grant.
Never heard of Phyllis or Lou Grant. Like I think I can remember the characters, but I don't remember the shows.
Yeah, Lou Grant was Ed Asner.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's find another good one here that's got a couple. The Munsters.
Monsters had a spinoff?
Yes.
I have no idea.
It was called, the first one was called The Munsters Today from 1988 to 1991.
Nope.
And then again, I don't believe they should have listed this because they didn't put in the other TV movies. Mockingbird Lane. And it says a 2012 television special.
That sounds vaguely familiar.
If it's not a series, then I don't think it should be here. Kenny's like, yep, Happy Days begot Mork.
Yeah, we already went over that. Happy Days gave us the Laverne and Shirley, Mork and Mindy, and Joni Loves Chachi.
Let's see. H. Let's see if there's any more. Holy.
There was one with Fonzie, wasn't there?
1, 2, 3, 3.5, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
Yep. Oh yeah, because he goes that one and Joni Loves Chachi and some shit show with just the Fonz. Yes. They had Laverne and Shirley, Blansky's Beauties. It says 1977. So obviously it did not succeed.
Nope.
The main character of the series was introduced in an episode of Happy Days in the early. Okay, it doesn't tell me who. Mork and Mindy.
Yep.
So that's 3. And then it says Mork and Mindy animated series. Then there was a show called Out of the Blue. It chiefly notable as having featured a Mork and Mindy crossover and the debates surrounding its status as a spin-off of Happy Days.
Never heard of it. Nope.
Wait a minute. Was that American fantasy sitcom? The series starred Jimmy Brogan as Random, an angel in training who was assigned to live with and act as a guardian angel, a suburban Chicago family led by single mother Dixie Carter. Oh, I remember this.
It's kind of ringing a bell, but not like I'm not really picturing it, but it's kind of sounding familiar.
Yes. Okay. I remember that. Then they had the Fonz and the Happy Days gang.
The animated series. I think Kenny just posted it. There was a talking dog.
There it is. Yep. The cartoon with Fonzie and the talking dog.
I can picture that actually.
And then the last one was Joni Loves Chachi.
Yeah. Which I think didn't even have a full first season, did it? Like, I don't think it even lasted a full season.
Let me see. Happy Days. 82 to 83. Yeah, it had a whole season.
Oh, okay. Did get a full season.
Yep. And now. Oh, Gilligan's Island. Because Dawn brought this one up. Where am I? Boom. Gilligan's Island. It's got 4 spin-offs listed.
Really?
Wow, this is scary. It came out in 64 to 67.
Yeah.
That's old. They had the new...
Dude, it was in reruns when I was a kid.
Exactly. Yep. That's why I start to feel old because I watched, Francis the Talking Mule, but I'm thinking, wait a minute.
We're watching reruns.
Exactly. It's channel 62, UHF. It's all you could watch is reruns.
Yep.
The New Adventures of Gilligan, an animated series. Then there was...
You can picture that.
Yep. That was from 74 to 77. And then Gilligan's Planet.
Nope.
That was another animated one. I do remember that one briefly, but it was only a year.
Nope.
The Castaway of Gilligan's Island. This is a 0.5 because in 1979, this is a failed. Kenny nailed it just as I said it. Gilligan's Planet. Yep. And then the Harlem Globetrotters on Gilligan's Island.
I remember that was a movie, wasn't it?
Well, yes, because it was a failed pilot.
Okay, because they ended up going back to the island and building a resort there.
Yeah.
And the Harlem Globetrotters were there, coming there as a promotional event or something.
Yeah.
I remember that. I didn't realize it was a pilot.
And we have the answer.
1963
to 1970, there was a television show called Petticoat Junction.
Yes.
Had a spin-off called Green Acres.
Okay.
Yes.
I knew there was a connection between them. I could remember that.
Yep. I watched a lot of TV in my day and don't even remember anything like all you were talking about. And I love the oldies. Hands down was my favorite Martian.
My favorite Martian.
Oh, yes.
I that one a little bit before my time. It was when I don't think I got into that one as much. I'm aware of it, but I don't think I got into it.
And it was a single show because there's nothing else listed here.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, Don, you're trying to open up a big can of worms. No.
As soon as you touch on that, even Muppets, I won't look at because it's going to go like the snake in the peanut brittle jar.
Yeah, it's the Looney Tunes have had so many reduxes, but it's not new material. It's just the same bits, just reorganized, represented. So that doesn't quite count as a spinoff to me. Just a different presentation a little bit.
Now, in his defense, that's how most of the cartoons are.
That's true.
Even in the real series, they just
true.
rework the story. What else do we have here? The Rookie. The Rookie had a spinoff. It's a brand new show.
It's had 5 seasons so far, and YouTube keeps throwing me clips from it over the last week or so.
I've seen those too. And
I'm
I
getting
don't
a
know
ton
why.
of clips for it, and it makes me want to watch it now.
Oh, it had the Rookie Feds.
Oh,
come
yeah.
out.
I do remember seeing commercials for that because it's Niecy Nash carrying over, apparently.
Oh, Sanford and Son had 3 spinoffs.
Lamont's Place or something? Lamont?
Nope.
No?
But I know where you're going, and you're right.
Okay. I don't know.
It's called Sanford Arms.
Sanford Arms.
That's the whole apartment thing.
Okay.
There's a show called Grady that was on for a year. And that was Fred's.
I remember Grady.
buddy.
I remember the character Grady.
And then Sanford. And that's where he came back for a season.
Okay. I
Yeah.
don't remember that one.
Let me see. 3 Stooges. Oh, wait a minute.
3 Stooges only did movies, didn't they?
Actually, yeah, they were serialized movies.
Yeah.
I don't think they actually did a show.
Not that I'm aware of. I could be wrong because that would have definitely before my time.
Sons of Anarchy's got a spinoff.
Well, yeah, or we're aware of that. Is it still going?
Yeah.
Mayans is still running?
Last season was all about the war between the Mayans and the Suns.
Oh, cool.
Soap. Do you remember that show?
Yes. I did not like it as a kid, but it was not meant for kids. So
what spinoff came from it? Yep.
Benson?
Exactly. Yep. Benson. I used to love Benson.
I can remember, I can picture Soap in my head, and I know it was groundbreaking for its day because it had the first openly gay character on TV, I believe.
Oh yeah, that was Billy Crystal.
I believe that was a first. But the humor, it was not meant for kids, so I didn't get into it because of that, because it just wasn't for me.
Here's one who's had a couple spinoffs.
Okay.
Star Trek, the original series.
Well, okay. That's going to be hard for me to name all because I'm not a huge Trek fan.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11
Good
spinoffs.
Lord. Okay. TNG.
Next Generation.
Deep Space Nine.
Yep.
Voyager.
Yep.
Discovery.
Yep.
Enterprise.
Yep.
I'm stuck after that.
Well, you missed one.
Okay.
From 1973 to 1974, Star Trek, the animated series.
Okay.
That's where you see all those cartoons.
Yeah.
Down after Discovery is Star Trek Short Treks, which is still going on.
Okay.
Star Trek Picard.
Oh, yeah.
Which it says it's still going on, but it's done.
Yeah, it's done now.
Star Trek Lower Decks.
I've tried watching that. I can't quite get into it.
Star Trek Prodigy, which is done now.
I haven't even heard of that.
There's petitions out there to bring it back, but it's done.
Okay.
And our buddy Teddy Kellogg was in Strange New Worlds.
Strange New Worlds, which is still going, right? That one's still active.
Yep. Oh, Robert has a good one here. WKRP in Cincinnati. It did have at least one spinoff.
Did it?
Yes.
I don't remember any spinoffs of that. Nothing's coming to mind.
HI.
But when I think about WKRP in Cincinnati, I only think of 3 things: Johnny Fever, Lonnie Anderson, and the turkey drop. That's all I can remember from that show, really.
They're throwing something from the helicopter. It looks like bags of cement.
Every Thanksgiving, that clip gets thrown up on Facebook left and right.
So yeah, it only had one spinoff, but it was a good show called The New WKRP.
The New WKRP.
Yes.
I don't think I remember that at all.
Let me see. What's oh snap! The Walking Dead has a few.
Fear the Walking Dead. Brave New World. It's a web series, I think, isn't it?
World Beyond.
World Beyond.
Yep, that's 2 of the 6.
Of the 6. Fuck.
And actually, there's one that's not even on here.
Okay.
This Dead City just came out.
How old's that article?
It's what Wikipedia.
What are the other ones though?
Walking Dead Torn Apart. I'm guessing that was web-based because that's 2011.
That sounds like a web series. Maybe.
Walking Dead Cold Storage.
Never heard of that.
Walking Dead The Oath. Hang on here. Let me just.
Never heard of that.
Because this is one every year.
This kind of sounds like
is a 6-part web-based series.
Yeah.
Web series based on the television series.
Does web series count if it's not on TV where people actually see it?
It's a series.
I guess.
Yep. Then The Oath, then Fear the Walking Dead, Flight 462, and then Walking Dead World Beyond. But there's also Walking Dead Dead City.
Yes. Now World Beyond's the one with the kids, right? I think Walking Dead World Beyond, I think, is about the kids growing up in that world.
I think you're right.
And I don't think it was very well received.
Matt said Dynasty. Didn't Dynasty have
the Colbys?
Spin-off? Yes, I remember that.
For some strange reason.
That's the only one.
For some strange reason, I watched the hell out of Dynasty and the Colbys.
Kenny said Mad About You. I remember that show.
I remember the show. Paul Reiser and Helen Hunt. Love that show. It had a spin-off. I know they had a reunion thing recently.
Okay, nothing listed here because Mad About You's not on the list. But we're discovering this Wikipedia list is a touch out of date. So let me see here. Huggy spinoff or huge spinoff. I thought it said Huggy.
Huge spinoff for Mad About You.
Friends was a spinoff?
No.
Oh, I'm digging into that. We're going to find out. Robert said Dallas Dynasty, and I think there were two others.
Well, in that era, you had Dallas Dynasty, Falcon Crest, and Knots Landing. Those were the 4 big primetime soap operas back in the 80s. Knots Landing, Dynasty, and the Colbys. I got hooked on with my mom, particularly.
Technically, he's right.
What?
Technically, he's right. Paul Reiser, Mad About You. Lisa Kudrow.
Yeah.
Starred in that show as a waitress named Ursula. And then Friends came out and they had her twin as Ursula. And since then, all the producers have, again, I don't know if they've actually done it, but they keep talking about that is connected.
That to me sounds like they made it a connection after the fact.
And it's very possible. But the fact is, these are the producers saying.
So, you have to, it's their show. So, all right.
Seinfeld. Did it have any spinoffs?
Not that I'm aware of.
Let me see here. No, Seinfeld is not on this list.
I'm not aware of any spinoffs from that.
But, and see, even Robert says, yes, Jason, it's a fact. It is a fact.
Oh, I was naming the 4. I think he said that after I named the 4 primetime soap operas of the day.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes more sense. I think he's agreeing with me.
I don't know why I remember that so much, but I for some reason, it's so weird. Wednesday night was when Dynasty was on, and that was the only night I was allowed to stay up past 9 o'clock because my mom would let me stay up and watch Dynasty with her.
Really?
Yep. And then the Colbys when that came along. But the Colbys only had like 1 or 2 seasons.
Okay, apparently there's a show I need to watch because I just looked. Stargate SG-1 has 3 spinoffs.
Stargate Atlantis.
Yep.
That's the only one I've ever heard.
Stargate Universe. That came out afterward, lasted, is it 2 years?
Okay.
10 to 11, 2 seasons.
Okay.
Stargate Infinity.
Never even heard of that one.
2002 to 2003. Oh, because it was animated.
They did an animated Stargate?
Yes.
Really? Huh.
I got to check that out. Okay. And we'll go through these last ones real quick. Nothing I can see in the Three's Company had 2 spinoffs.
Three's Company had 2 spinoffs. Two's a Crowd and The Ropers.
The Ropers and Three's a Crowd.
Three's a Crowd.
Yes. Thomas and Friends had 2 spinoffs.
Thomas the Tank Engine?
Thomas the Tank Engine. He had Shiny Time Station.
Okay.
And one that's out right now, Thomas and Friends, All Engines Go.
All right. Is Ringo Starr still involved?
I don't know. I know George Carlin's not.
Yeah. Well,
sorry, that was dark. Transformers. What did Robert say?
Well, Don mentioned Little House on the Prairie.
What was the one? The father was a toy manufacturer. Rick was his son. Kate the helper, or what?
Oh, that's Silver Spoons.
Silver Spoons.
That was Silver Spoons.
But I don't think.
I don't think that was a spinoff of anything.
Oh, looking in the wrong spot.
Yeah, I don't think that was a spinoff. Did it have any spinoffs though? Because that was Aaron Gray.
Yeah.
Who it was great to see her again after Buck Rogers.
Exactly. Absolutely. Yeah, he said Little House on the Prairie. Let me check.
I wasn't much into Little House, so I don't know much of what could have come off of that. But Silver Spoons also was the first introduction to a very young Alfonso Ribeiro
and Jason Bateman.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Alfonso was a regular. Jason was in just a couple episodes. He was Ricky's, troublesome friend.
Okay. I think I remember that. But the Alfonso Ribeiro, that dude hasn't aged a fucking day.
Well, okay, from Silver Spoons, yes, he has, because he was only 4 foot.
Okay, yeah. Okay, maybe he grew up a little bit.
Now he's 4'5".
I really need to stop kicking
this. Guess who else was a guest star on Silver Spoons?
I don't know.
Whitney Houston.
Really?
As Whitney Houston.
Oh,
yep.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Would you classify Law and Order as having many spin-offs?
Yes.
There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spin-offs for Law and Order.
I can name one. SVU. That's the only one I can name off the top of my head.
A couple of them you're going to go, oh, I heard that. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I probably heard all of them.
Law and Order, Criminal Intent.
Yes.
Law and Order, Trial by Jury.
No.
Law and Order, LA.
Nope.
Law and Order, True Crime.
Nope.
Law and Order, Organized Crime.
Nope.
Which is still ongoing.
Okay.
And in 2006, for 1 year, they had Conviction.
Nope. I've heard of like 3 of them.
Yes, but there is a lot. Okay, Zoom, W's, Y's here. I'm just going back up the list real quick. Oh, that's right. X-Files had 2 spin-offs.
Lone Gunman. The reboot doesn't count as a spinoff,
Nope.
Does it? No. I don't know what the other one was.
Millennium.
Oh shit, that was a spinoff of X-Files, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
I never watched Millennium, even though I thought I could get into it because I loved Lance Hendrickson. But yeah, I know I never did watch it. But that was a spinoff of it.
Let's see. It was Millennium. Yeah, yep. Matt nailed it.
Yep.
Exactly. We'll take this one as just our last search here, but Kenny said Sesame Street spinoffs. I am going up the list. It's SEA, right?
No, SES.
Oh, actually, it doesn't matter. It's not on the list.
Not on the list. Yeah, because that might not count because they might have, I know different countries have their own versions of Sesame Street because they tweak some of the characters to fit the cultures. So I think that might be the case where they just rework the show for different markets a bit.
It's like Big Brother. You can't say Big Brother Australia as a spinoff.
Right. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if Sesame Street would count as spinoffs in that regard.
There is one spinoff
of Growing Pains.
Growing Pains. And I did watch this show. I remember.
I watched the hell out of Growing Pains and recently had a bit of a mind-blowing situation. And remember when they brought in the littlest, they had the baby, the little daughter, and when she grew up, she was played by a young actress named Ashley Johnson.
Oh yeah, for Growing Pains. Yep.
And now she's done a lot of other acting. She's been in a bunch of stuff. She's even been in the Marvel movies because she was in Avengers.
She had a bigger part in Avengers that got cut.
I kind of got that impression because why would they focus so heavily on her in that one scene?
It was between her and Cap.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And then I didn't remember her much. I didn't realize she was from Growing Pains. And then I discovered Critical Role.
Oh yeah,
she is one of the main people part of the original Critical Role.
You haven't even hit her biggest credit yet.
What's that?
The Last of Us.
Well, we haven't got there yet.
She's freaking Ellie.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, she was okay. The TV show, she's Ellie's mom.
Right. Yeah. I'm talking game.
Yeah, the games don't count. We're talking TV shows. But she's Ellie's mom, and that was fucking beautiful.
So quick dodging the question.
Okay.
What's the spin-off of Growing Pains?
I don't know.
Based on the coach.
Who was the coach? Is it Coach?
Nope. Nope. It's called Just the 10 of Us.
Oh my God, I remember that show. I don't think I realized that was a spinoff of Growing Pains. I
Yep.
remember that show vaguely.
Yeah. Let me see.
He didn't want to get into the Muppet Show, Kenny.
Oh, I'm gonna look now though. Why not?
Well, there's the original Muppet Show, and then Muppet Babies, and then there was that Muppet
One, two, three,
the
four.
Muppet Show from a couple years ago.
5 are listed.
Okay, well, Muppet Babies.
Yep.
And then there was the Muppet Show, but it wasn't it was like a real world Muppets in the Real World show from just like a few years ago, like in the last, I want to say 10 years.
Well, there's a show from 2018, 2022, or 2022 called Muppet Babies.
That's a new Muppet Babies.
And then The Muppets from 2015 to 2016.
That's the one I'm thinking of. I tried to watch it. I couldn't get into that one.
Muppets Tonight, 1996 to 1998. The Jim Henson Hour, 1989. And now I dare say this is not accurate because now on Disney Plus is
a new Muppet Show.
It's about the band.
Oh, Dr. Teeth.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, wait, is that a show or a movie?
That I don't know.
Maybe that's not why it's on there.
But why isn't the original Muppet Babies on there?
Oh, no, he's right. Dr. Teeth has a show. It is a show. It's like 6 episodes.
Okay.
This list sucks.
But why is the original Muppet Babies not listed? They were listing a new one, you said.
That's because Muppet Babies, it is 1984 to 1991.
Oh, okay. You didn't say that when you said the later one.
But then Muppet Babies has 2 spin-offs.
It does?
Little Muppet Monsters in 85 and Muppet Babies in 2018.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
remember the original Muppet Baby cartoon. I loved that show.
Let me see. Dawn says Modern Family. Modern Family does not listed on here.
I haven't watched Modern Family, so I have no idea there.
Yeah. And okay. I'm going to get to you in just a second, Matt. Kenny said, is Fraggle Rock in the same universe that he spoke of?
I want to say no.
No. But it's got 4 spin-offs.
Really?
Yep.
Really? Fraggle Rock.
Fraggle Rock has 4 spin-offs.
Okay.
Fraggle Rock, the animated series in 1987.
Okay.
The Doozers, 2014 to 2018.
Never.
Fraggle Rock, Rock On in 2020. And then from 2022 now, that Frank is heavily involved in, Frank Mishkulet, Fraggle Rock, Back to the Rock.
I've heard of that.
Yep. Huh. And now, Matt, you'll be our last one. V. I don't know if it had any spin-offs.
The original show, the original was a TV miniseries, and then there was a second miniseries called V: The Final Battle, which then led to V: The TV series,
which was the recent one.
No, there was a original series as well.
But see, by all stretches of imagination, the new V should be listed as a spin-off of that.
It's a remake. It's not connected to the original series at all. It just steals the story. It just redoes the story.
Oh, okay.
Miranda McCarran is the new Diana.
Right. Okay. Yeah, in that case, no, because it's not even on this list.
Yeah, no, it didn't have any spin-offs but it started out as a TV miniseries.
Yep.
I remember that because I love that series.
Don't watch them.
And that was also what?
Don't watch them.
Don't rewatch them?
No, I did.
They don't hold up?
Oh my God, no.
No. What about Ironsides though? Is he still as badass as I remember?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Like, that part's good. And seeing Robert Englund in there as Willie is cool. But that's it. Like
it doesn't hold up. Okay.
I've destroyed my youth.
The last time I watched it, I got the DVD set way back, like I want to say 15 years ago, and I watched it then, but I have not even considered going back since. But I loved that series. And that was the show where they would do that when they aired it, they simulcast the audio on the riff.
Oh, that's neat.
You could tune your stereo on and hear it in stereo sound before stereo sound was a common thing.
See, that's cool.
I remember them doing that I think it was The Final Battle that they did that.
Okay. Well, wow. We went way over on this one, and we didn't even get talked about Spidey.
No. Oh, well.
But we went down a rabbit hole.
Hey, it's nice to relive these sitcoms, man. There's so many that we forgot about.
Exactly. So. I'm going to have to relabel this episode.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's all about the sitcoms.
Okay, Kenny, I'll look up one more, Friends. But I don't think they had any spin. Oh, wait. No, they had one.
Yeah, Joey.
Yes.
That's the only one I heard of. And thank God.
Friends 1, Joey.
Yeah, thank God that was the only one.
2004 to
I
2006.
really can't stand that show.
It wasn't that good.
It's not.
The people that wrote it didn't know Joey.
I don't. Well, no, the Friends. I'm talking Friends.
Friends?
I don't. The jokes are too groany, and why aren't they in jail? And why are they still friends? Because some of the shit they do to each other, like
That's what friends do.
if my friends treated me half as bad as what they did, I would not have them as friends.
Yes. Awesome. Thanks, Don. Had a great time tonight.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah, this was a blast going down this rabbit hole.
Yeah, this is fun.
Alrighty. In that case, for another week at the Movie Madhouse, I'm Rob.
I'm Jason.
And for James, we'll see you all later.
Doodles.
I say shut up! It's a man!